Hello and welcome back to Somerset Farms with me, Mrs. Sim Gamer. It is quite a beautiful morning. It's still waiting for the sun to come up, but the grass is ready to be harvested, which is exactly what we hoped for. Let me just show you this one as well. There we go, ready to harvest. Now, the only thing which I messed up on was I thought that this was a mower. This is actually a windrower. That was my own silly fault. I've not seen one of these before, but I could probably be able to tell that that's not a mower. So we got windrower, we got a tedder, we don't have a mower. So we're going to need to buy one. Unfortunately, we're not lucky enough for one to be in the sale, so we're going to need to buy one ourselves. We cannot afford a big one. Yeah, that's just not an option. So we will go for one which we can pull. Apologies, what am I doing? Now we're going to want a decent one, but it's the price is the problem, because I need a baler as well. That's the other issue. I'm going to want a baler. What's this one? So this is part of the Kubota mod. It's only 4 meters. That's going to be one of the ones which are swing to the side. That's a possibility. It's only 20,000 only. These two work together as a pair. So do those two. I mean, I could just get a front mower and go do it that way. For now, and then I will come back and I'll add the back mowers when I've got more money. That might be the only option we have right now. And we need a wrapper, or we could pick it up loose. That is the other option, we pick everything up loose. I suppose, do we have... I think we do have the forage... No, we don't, we just have a trailer. We don't have a forage wagon. Okay, let's think this through. Okay, so let's go for a mower to sit on the front. So that's 3.6, 3.5, 3.1, 3.1 and 2.4, so we're definitely not going for that. This one here is one that you put on and it swings around the back. I think I'd prefer to get something which I can buy the back one as well. Our fields aren't that big, so it might be worth doing this setup. And I just start with this one. Yeah, let's do that. I'm only being cautious right now because we need the baler and we need the wrapper. Let's just look at the size and the price of the wrappers. So we do have a few different options. Cheapest being, is that 22? Is that the cheapest? Yeah. And that does 125 to 150 centimetres round bales. So 22,000. What's the difference between these two? Selectable bale capacity pack. I think I'll just get the original one that's in the game. The rest are just a little bit too much. I mean, I love this one. It's amazing. But let's go for this one. Wrapper with end turner. No, I think we'll just keep it as it is. Foil colour, I'm going to do something different, go for black for once. Let's buy that. So we need a baler which does round up to 150. So let's find a baler which can do that. How much money do we have? Oof, this is not leaving us much money for this is not leaving us much money to buy any cows. It's still cheaper doing it this way than buying a uni wrap, because that's 22 plus a baler. That's 78. Yeah. Let's go look at some downloaded mods. That's too much, obviously. That one does 125, and that's 30,000. That could be a possibility. What was this again? Yeah, 125 or 150. But 30, we don't have 30,000. What am I talking about? Square, square, circle, too much money, square, too much money, square. We might be in trouble here. Finding a baler which we can afford, and we can't. Interesting. Okay. So we can't afford that, so my next suggestion is, we're going to lose some money on that. That's very annoying. We'll have to lease it, and I think we'll go for the pottinger because you can get 150, and then for the straw bales we can do 180. I think that's probably the best one price wise. Let's have a look at some more unis. That's not. Oh, that is a uni wrap. That's more expensive though. That's a uni wrap, but smaller size. Yeah, let's just go with the Pottinger uni wrap. I'm going to lease it. I'll go with the black foil again. Let's lease 5,000. Whoop. Okay. So what we want to do now is run and get them. I need to jump out first. Open the door. I'll go grab them and I'll bring you back in. of things, I'm an absolute idiot. I already have a baler. I don't know how I managed to miss that. I walked right past it multiple times. So I've rented a baler for no reason, although it does have the wrapper on the back. So we are going to use it for the wrapper on the back, and then we're going to off-hire it again. The other thing is, I haven't a clue how to use this windrower. So I'm just going to turn on the help window and have a look. Oh yeah, it did work a little bit there. Let's have a look. It's kind of not really doing anything. Just see if there's any toggle work mode left swath. Right, left, right, okay. But it's not really doing anything. So I think I'm going to get a different one. I have messed up quite badly there, really. I should have bought the wrapper and just had the baler that we had, but my mind clearly didn't see it. How daft is that? So we've got a 3.4 metre wide one there. That's 4.7 for 8,000. I'm happy to spend what we just replaced, but nothing more. 4.3. Okay, let's have a look. 4.3 versus 4.7. So let's get this one. Let's buy that. The idea behind me just cutting a little bit is I just want to see how many bales this is going to get us. I don't particularly want to mow everything until I know how much silage versus how much hay I want to do. So I'm going to see how many bales I get out of this. This is the first time I've mowed with precision farming on. So I don't know the yield as well as what I would do in a normal game. Like if I fertilise and lime everything is 100% yield, you know roughly what you're going to get. Whereas with this, it's different soil types. So I haven't a clue what we're going to yield. I don't know the literage, etc, etc, etc. So I thought I'll start off with just a little bit at a time. Nope, the other side. A little bit at a time. And see how we do. Now that mower worked pretty well, and oopsie, sorry, had a dog come and sit on my lap then. Hi Roxy. What I am quite interested in is if I can plough through these hedges. I know that sounds a bit weird, because it would be handy to turn these two into one field, but otherwise you saw I just mowed straight through, which probably looks visually terrible when you're watching it, so I apologise, but it's the quickest and most efficient way of doing it. Okay, let's pull her in. Forgetting my way round. The other thing is, it is morning time and I haven't put the eggs out for sale yet. Must do that quickly. 728? Wow, ladies. You did good. Walk through those hedges. 2,291 plus £101 environmental score. Amazing. They are going to pay themselves back. It did cost me about 5,000 feet to get them up to the productivity level that I was comfortable with, and the health level I was comfortable with. Let me just check how quickly they're getting through that feed, actually. Okay, so they're already down to amber. Might have to go buy more. I don't like that getting too low. There we go. Right, this will do the job the way I like it. Lower and turn it on. That's better. That's what I expect to see. No, I left that one strip there. There's just no point in windrowing one strip. Tethering one strip. Would have been handy to have a bigger windrower, really, but just have to be a bit practical with money. I really want to go in with a number of cows when we start. I don't just want to get a few. I'd like to, like with the chickens, get a substantial amount to make it worthwhile. I will need to have a milk tanker. That's the only other thing which I do need to think about. And I would like to deliver the milk daily so that it's nice and fresh. Dependent on how big that bottled milk mod is, the production chain, I might get that for realism. Like, we're bottling our own milk. It's our own brand, and we sell it on the farm. The difficulty is, where would we put it? So there's a few questions I don't have the answers to yet, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Now, these windrows, they don't look very big. Like, the rows, yield-wise, I'm not sure we're winning very much here. I'm just intrigued to see what we can make, or how many we can make. I'm going to get a worker just to finish this off. Can I trust him? They haven't been too trustworthy for me. But then it's not really their fault. The shape of that field behind us is odd. So I was asking quite a lot for them to plough that field, and I should have checked it myself. It's quick to blame other people. It's easy to blame other people, but you know, it's, for me, I should have checked it. Having a bit of coffee? What are you drinking today? Now, depending on what time of day it is, I am recording this on a Saturday morning. It's the 18th. You'll probably see this in a week's time. As you all know, I do bulk record. Okay, I'm going to leave this windrow here, just in case we decide to do any more hay. Of course, with the silage, we won't need to windrow. We're lucky enough that is... It's small. Lucky enough. That's a very stupid thing to say. It is small enough. No. What are you doing? Stop being silly. Thank you very much. Right, let's lower, detach. Thank you. Yeah, the mower's small enough we could just run the wrapper over this. And as we have our own baler, I'm not going to clock up any hourly fees on the other one for no reason. Like that's a stupid decision. So we're just going to use that one for the wrapping, and then I will send it straight back. And we'll get our own independent wrapper now that I've suddenly realised we have our own baler. How did I forget? How did I forget? How many of you were shouting at the screen saying, "Why are you looking for another baler? You've got one." Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I do think that having multiple, in my defence, having multiple Let's Plays all at once sometimes can be quite confusing. I don't remember what I have on any one map. Okay, let's lower and turn it on. I'm going to start with this tiny little strip here first. Can barely call it a strip, but every little bit helps. Let's pick that up. Okay, let's go to the other end. Okay, that's filling up quite quickly. So a bale is going to be about 4,000 litres, if I guessed that right. Oh, more. Are we talking 4,500 litres? We can't change the size of the bale on this one either. Okay. It may have been sensible for me to do one more grass field. I am just thinking that right now. This is not going to be enough to sustain a large amount of cows. That is for sure. Although I'm going to need the straw off of those too. So maybe I'll turn one of them into grass afterwards. I am going to need a lot of grass. A little bit of hay over there. Let's get that picked up. Okay, let's go. This is quite a big pile, this line. We've already picked up 15,000 litres worth of hay. If some very quick maths helps. Of course. I'll just row up a little bit more, ted a little bit more. That is, that's the windrower. What am I doing? See my brain today. Where is it? Hello? You're not going to need much more, so if I go about here. My thinking is to do more silage, purely because it takes a while to ferment, and we probably could do more hay whilst that is fermenting. So there is a method to my madness, ever so slightly, but I want to have some hay ready just in case. Okay, turn it on. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bales. I'm happy with that. I am actually happy with that. I think we'll leave with 5 bales. I'll keep this like that. When we pick up the silage, that'll work just fine. Let's get the windrower out of the way. I'm gonna cut this grass, pick it up and wrap it, and then we need to get another application of nitrogen down on here. Maybe a little bit more lime. Maybe a little bit more lime. Let me just pick this up and move it over here. Just to get it rebalanced. Yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy. that is us all done. Unfortunately, wasted 3,766 litres. I should have thought to move it down a bale size. And you'll also notice I did mess up a little bit at the beginning. 180 centimetre bale. And of course, that doesn't wrap that size. So we do have a random grass bale available to us. What I am thinking of doing now, I'm probably just going to have to say goodbye to that grass that is in that... sorry, my brain has just gone completely dead. We'll say goodbye to the grass that's in there. We could... Let's have a look. What size does that go up to? That's 150. These can't do that. That's 180 square. No. These ones can do the 180. These are the sausage ones though, aren't they? We definitely don't have enough space for a sausage. I think what I'll do is I'll just sell that one bale, grass bale, or I could keep it for decoration. There's no reason I can't do that. But we will send this back. We managed to get 11 bales in the end. Okay, let's return that. 11 bales, and each of those bales has 5,500 litres. So that isn't bad going whatsoever. I'm going to tidy all this up, and I'll bring you back in the next episode where we will move on to the next tasks. The next task will be prepping this for the next harvest. We'll put some more fertiliser on here. We need to wait for this to ferment, and we also need to wait for some straw. So we're not yet going to get our cows. We're going to hold tight, keep holding tight until we're ready to go. I can actually put that grass bale in here. There's no reason why I can't do that, so I might do that. I also need to get myself a pressure washer. Everything's getting a little bit dirty. We don't want that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us a like. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.